This is my legal update. Um, the second attempted eviction has been dismissed. My small claims has been acknowledged with an answer, which I will receive in mail, and a date for mediation has been set at August 1st. My stalking order, sort of second hearing for the finalization of a permanent stalking order, is on the 14th, which is a week from today, Friday, at 9:30 in Judge Matias's court room. So that's my legal update. And I really appreciate the fact that Scott Stab, or as George likes to call him, Stab, showed up. And I think I want to work Shalom Bayit into my Duffy case, because I realize there's sort of a dual cultural shame, guilt, hiding thing. So basically, Shalom Bayit is the concept that in the Jewish home there is no domestic violence. The Jewish men are free of blemish. There is a culture of secrecy about the domestic violence because this norm of peace in the home is so predominating as a cultural value that when it does occur, it is almost enclosed in kind of like honor. It's an honor violation to admit it. And I realize that that's sort of similar presumption that the honor violation or the indignity of a minority population admitting that they have a problem within their culture, just as male violence in concentration camps in Nazi Germany by Jewish men against Jewish women was some of the most difficult sexual violence or physical violence against women to talk about. And I was giving myself the benefit of the doubt when I realized one of the things my Jewish studies teacher explained to me is that talking about the sexual violence and the physical violence women experienced in the concentration camps was extremely submerged in the post-Holocaust narratives, and that it was 50 years before this really emerged, and that includes also like at the hands of the oppressor Nazi guards or men whom are in their culture being oppressed by the Reich. And so talking about the Shalom Bayit aspect of not wanting to, feeling so degraded as, say, struggling, impoverished Irish Americans or struggling. I'm just assuming that he's a little bit Jewish, like a lot of us are a little bit Jewish, and some of his kind of like almost like esoteric Asperger's like smartness mixed with egregious violence and failure to observe any kind of interpersonal intuition. It may be at a disability level. There may be some mental frailty that he has that leads him to sociopathic, psychopathic, violent tendencies. But my own role in concealment and participating in the government, I definitely want to cite Candice DeLong, secret agent, FBI agent, discussion on sexual violence and self-defense. In her book, she helps women understand that compliance is not consent. And there are some cases during an assault where if you decide to comply with a portion of the harassment or assault, do not get it confused in your mind. Do not feel guilty. Understand that this is a life-saving mechanism. And I think what happened in this particular instance was there was a compliance with the creepy, touchy-feely, gropey stuff that was like upsetting, but then I hoped it would go no further, and then it kept going further. And that's when like the extreme intrusion happened, which the whole thing was intrusive and invasive. But the most extreme, that's when I'm brushing him off, fighting, no, you can't do that. And then he's doing the whole pin down thing. There's nothing there but my soul. My soul is defaced. So we'll talk about all that. And yeah, it's good to be moving forward.